What? What? Reload the thing! Reload the thing! I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that's funny. Go on. Yo, what is good, folks? It's your boy here, Just Small, and I'm getting right back into it today with yet another reaction. And today, as you can see, we have the Suicide Squad number 2. This is the movie trailer. My honest opinion of the first film wasn't sensational, wasn't the greatest thing. I'm surprised that they're doing a second. The only saving grace for me for the last film was Will Smith. I've always liked Will Smith as an actor. He's one of the strongest ones that they had in the film. Margot Robbie, I think she's a decent actress, but I just don't think that she's solid on her own. Like, she's not strong enough, I don't think, to carry a film, and that's why I think Birds of Prey didn't do too well. So that's why this here is going to be interesting to look at, to see what they're going to do with this, what kind of story plot there's going to be, what kind of, you know, extra villain that they're going to be fighting off against. So like I said, this should be entertaining. You see, the thing is with DC, they always seem way too far behind. They always seem to be about 50 steps behind Marvel, and they just struggle every time to keep up with them. Marvel keep dropping out banger after banger after banger after banger after banger. Then they bring out the likes of an Infinity War or an Endgame, and then DC just seem to just struggle massively to be able to keep up with them. You know, it is a shame because I do like both cinematic universes. But the thing is, I believe that Marvel, this is my opinion, that Marvel have somewhat better characters, a bit more relatable characters than DC. I think DC's a bit too dark for all of that, really. There are some characters in the DC world where you can have some, you know, similar things to what they've had in their lives, but it's just one of those where most Marvel characters, you can actually relate to them a lot more. But that is, like I said, my opinion. But here we go. This is the Suicide Squad trailer number 2. Let's get straight into this.
You gotta be kidding me. You're gonna risk the entire mission for a mental defective dressed as a court jester.
It's coming from a guy that wears a toilet seat on his head.
We don't leave one of our own behind.
Hopefully Harley's still alive.
No funny business, Colonel. These are dangerous people.
Team 2 is clear to go.
Fire up. 3, 2.
What are you guys doing?
What?
We're here to save you.
You were gonna save me?
It was a really good plan, too.
Well, I can go back inside and you can still do it.
That's patronizing.
I'm so sorry. Harley Quinn.
Blood sport.
Already seems like they're trying way too hard to be funny. You see, the way Marvel do it, it's very subtle, and it's just so flawless and so easy. When DC try and do it, it don't work. The only time it's ever worked is in Aquaman, and that is because they got the right actor to play the role. They got Jason Momoa, who's a fun-loving, extremely sweet, kind, caring man, who's actually really funny. If you've watched him in interviews, etc., he's one of the most funniest guys you'll ever come across. Like, he is hilarious, and he just seems like a down-to-earth guy. Margot Robbie, she's a lovely woman, beautiful, but when they try and force that comedy out of her, it doesn't work. It didn't work for me in the first film. It didn't work.
You know the deal. Successfully complete the mission, you get 10 years off your sentence. You fail to follow my orders in any way, and I detonate the explosive device in the base of your skull.
So this is the famous Suicide Squad.
Nom nom.
Any questions?
And
Yes, that is your hand. Very good.
we're all gonna die.
I hope so. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Here's the deal. We fail the mission, you die.
If we find out any information, you give us his phone.
So they decided to get rid of Will Smith and bring in Idris Elba. Idris Elba's a very good actor. But Idris is the kind of guy that needs a good... He needs a great cast around him. He needs a talented enough cast to help him do what he wants to do. He needs that. Because if he doesn't get it, it's going to be a pain in the ass for him. Margot Robbie, like I said, she's a very decent actress, but the rest of this cast, by the looks of it, it doesn't look strong enough.
Boss, you die.
If we find out you have personalized license plates, you die.
What? No.
If you cough without covering your mouth.
Hardly. Although, that is...
Like I said, it's not funny, DC. Try something different. It didn't work in the first one. Do something different. I love Margot Robbie, but her comedy, it's not funny.
And an open invitation for you to cough without covering your mouth.
What's the plan?
How the hell am I supposed to know?
You're the leader. You're supposed to be decisive.
And I've decided that you should eat a big bag of dicks.
If this whole beach was completely covered in dicks, and somebody said I'd eat
John
every
Cena.
dick until the beach was clean for liberty,
What isn't John Cena in nowadays? What isn't John Cena or Dwayne Johnson in nowadays? They're not even WWE stars anymore. They're just actors. That's all they do.
I would say no problemo.
Why would
Just
someone
in
put
movies,
penises all over the
Big
beach?
beers.
Who knows why madmen do what they do?
This is suicide.
Well, that's kind of our thing.
Don't you worry, eh? I want to get you out of here alive.
I'm going to get you out of here alive.
Oh my God! We've got a freaking kaiju up in this shit!
Uh-huh.
We love the rain. It's like angels are splooching all over us.
Alright, I'm going to be honest. This does not look like a good... it's going to be a good film. This is why DC is so far behind still. James Gunn, okay director. He's alright. But the thing is, the old cast that they had Will Smith, Deadshot, they had everyone else. Who the fuck are these other guys? Who the fuck are they? Some of them, their outfits, their costumes, I could remember. But in all honesty, who are these guys? The kaiju bit, what the fuck is what are you trying to do here, DC? What are you trying to do? Because whatever it is you're trying to do, it's not fucking working. How many views is this on? 2 million. It came out yesterday. That's shit. If that was Marvel, this shit here, if this was Marvel, you're looking at about 30-40 mil. within a day. Because it's no one cares, I don't think, really anymore about Suicide Squad. Like I said, Will Smith did what he could to save it. He's a very strong actor, in my opinion. The movie was shit. The writing was shit. Everything was shit about it, in my opinion. I did not enjoy Suicide Squad, the first one. And this one doesn't look like it's going to change my mind either. It's just the way they try and do the comedy part. I'm like, clearly, you can't do the Marvel comedy. Like, the way Marvel do it, you can't do it their way. You need to find your way of doing it. If you want comedy or a comic relief part in your movies, you need to find your way of doing it, because you can't just nab it off fucking Marvel. You can't do that. Marvel found a formula of how to do it, because every actor and actress that they had was extremely strong. They were strong, they were confident, and they were brilliant together, because they had this bond. In a way that they were almost like a family, because the amount of time they'd known each other throughout filming, also through maybe other jobs, etc. That's the Marvel cast just got on so well with each other, and even the crew, the directors that they had, the crew, the rest of the cast, they all had incredible banter. You go watch videos of the Marvel sense of humour or the Marvel banter between the castmates and everything. It's fucking hilarious. You don't see that with the DC cast. You don't see that with the DC universe. No, because they just don't seem to have that in them. Like I said, like they have got fantastic actors and actresses in some areas. Ben Affleck for me wasn't an incredibly talented actor. He wasn't. I felt like he was a good actor, but not strong enough to be a Batman. Henry Cavill, he was done dirty. He was actually a decent Superman, in my opinion. Very strong actor. Needed more time, and he should have been allowed to do what he wanted to do with it. Gal Gadot, very talented actress. The writing for both Wonder Woman movies, shite, absolute shocking. I watched 1984 and I turned it off after about 10 minutes. I couldn't believe how shit it was. Like, I was looking forward to it as well, because by the trailers it looked okay, it looked decent, it looked like they were trying to do something, but it didn't work. The writing was awful. Like I have been a movie buff for years now. I've been a movie fan for years, and I love TV and I love theatre, love musicals, like all that stuff, everything. But when the writing for a film or TV series is dog shit, it's not going to be a success. Wonder Woman 2 wasn't a success. The first one wasn't a massive success. Aquaman was, to me, the only decent movie that they've ever done, like box office wise. Aquaman was phenomenal in that sense. It was funny, it was a great story arc, and a fantastic cast. And it had a brilliant cast. That's why they did so well. That is to why they did so well, guys. Because they had a strong cast with strong writing. Batman with Ben Affleck didn't work. The first one that they did wasn't too bad. But in my opinion, the Christian Bale ones were a lot better. Now they've got Robert Pattinson. Now, I don't think Robert Pattinson is an incredibly strong actor, but I'm intrigued to see what he does with the character, because it looks like they're going for it a lot more darker than usual, which it could be a more interesting turn to take, because Batman is more of a dark character. He's been through his shit. He really should be cracking jokes left, right and centre, you know. He's a dark guy. He's a dark person, you know. He's been through a lot of shit. Should be cracking jokes left, right and centre. Like, what's your superpower? I'm rich. Don't even get me started on Justice League, because Justice League was fucking horrific. I haven't even bothered watching the Snyder Cut because I just don't think it's worth my time. I may have to get into it, but like this shit here, like you're just watching it and you're like, it looks like the same shit that you've been doing since the get-go. You tried to add some elements of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and guess what? It's not worked. They need to find their own system. They need to find what it is that they are good at, because trust me, whatever they're doing just isn't working. And this doesn't look that intriguing to me. It doesn't look intriguing enough for me to be in the cinema. What the fuck was that kaiju shit? Like, what? This isn't Pacific Rim. This is the DC. Like I said, I don't think that this is a movie that a lot of people are going to watch. Nobody really liked massively the first one. It had a lot of backlash. And I think the second one's going to be a big dull dud for them. DC, get your shit together. Because you are all leagues behind Marvel. Marvel are the top dogs when it comes to superhero movies. They're the top dogs. Sorry, but you need to accept that. And you need to start getting great casts, strong casts, with a fantastic director and a great crew, with amazing writing for the script. For your scripts, you need to have great writing, because guess what? You haven't had it lately. In most of your films, your writing's been shocking. Apart from Aquaman, where it was actually good. It was solid. And the script was strong. And it carried the movie. Like I said, folks, this is all my opinion. Let me know down in the comment section whether or not you believe that this is going to be a hit. And if you're going to be going to the cinema to watch it. That is going to be it for me today, folks. I will catch you all next time. Thank you all ever so much. I'll see you later. Take care and peace.
I'm always waiting for you.